Hello and welcome to Midnight Who Blog.
I'm the Professor.
And I'm the Watcher. Today we have a very special treat for you today.
Our very first classic review.
Featuring the first Doctor and his very first story.
And we can probably tell them that they're going to see a lot of these classic reviews because they're happening every month at the end of the month.
Featuring a different Doctor every month.
And we're probably going to be doing this a lot more because I don't think we're having Who much this year. So, you know what? I think we should do something special.
Yes.
It's the first Doctor. Let's turn ourselves into black and white.
Okay.
On 5 seconds, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5.
Whoa! There you go. So, what do you think about this story when we first watch it? When I'm looking at this, it's actually kind of two stories in one. Yes. So let's talk about the pilot-ish first. What do you think of the pilot?
Honestly, when I first watched the pilot...
Yeah.
A little while ago, it was one of the first stories I started with.
I forced you to watch it.
I hated it.
Yeah.
With a passion.
Well, it showed you both. The pilot version and the actual aired version. Yes. And I don't know, there's something about the Doctor in it that kind of just made me a bit...
yeah.
I didn't like it.
He wasn't Doctor, it didn't seem like.
And, you know, it's hard, of course, when you start with all the other Doctors and you go back to the Hartnell.
Yes.
But over time, I've actually quite enjoyed the pilot because now you get to see it. And you can tell he really didn't want companions. You can really tell that. Do you agree?
Yes, yes I can.
Overall, I think the pilot does a really good job of explaining what's going on.
Yes, I agree too.
It does introduce who the Doctor is. He kind of seems like a little bit of a, well, kind of a mean-spirited man.
Yes.
But I think it's because he just doesn't really agree with what Susan's doing.
Yes.
I think that's kind of what's going on.
Though I can say, after watching this, I'm a little amazed that this show ever took off and became as big as it did.
Well, especially November 23rd, 63.
Yeah.
I think it's because they re-aired it, and that's what I think saved the show in a weird way.
Yes.
The character of Susan is kind of interesting. She's definitely portrayed as the normal teen.
Yes. The school teachers are much too worried for that time.
It's a bit. Like, I think it's just because of how strange she's acting.
Yes.
You know, and, you know, that's not that bad, right?
Yes.
But to me, I think the story is good, but it gets kind of better when they go inside the TARDIS with him.
Oh, yes.
And he's like, what are you doing?
Yes.
Get out of my shit. I think he technically kidnapped them, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It's technically called kidnap. Now,
teacher nap?
Teacher nap. The Doctor was a teacher nap, which kind of, he just kidnaps his companions. Most of the first Doctor companions, I think, were technically kidnapped. No, not really. Or stowaways. Stowaways, there it is.
Yeah.
Stowaways. Unwanting. He doesn't really want companions or humans. He doesn't want it, you know what I mean? And he's angry at Susan, but it's not her fault. It's just
such a far cry from the 11th Doctor and the 10th Doctor.
It's definitely, comparing to the modern series, it's big. So let's talk about the rest of the episodes that I'm going to tentatively title The Cave of Skulls.
Yes.
The caveman story.
Yes.
Wow. Historical right off the bat.
Yes. You could definitely, if you watch it, you can get a sense what the show was meant to be.
They didn't want, like, once we saw the Adventure in Space and Time, they didn't want the bug-eyed monsters, they didn't want any of that. Total sense in this. However, it's really boring. It's not that it's like agonizing like the Twin Dilemma or the Wedding is a River Song, and it just did not.
Yeah. It
did not cook. But last weekend we watched this in preparation for this video, and I liked it a lot better.
Yes, it was fantastic.
It was actually very moving, and one of my most powerful scenes from this was when the Doctor was about to kill the caveman. I was like, wow. Wow, that's not the Doctor we know. And you can tell how his character is developing in it. And, you know, like the next episode in it, which is the Daleks on the edge of destruction, you can see how this is like the arc of how they're defining them. You know, how they're defining themselves. You know, as a companion Doctor duo.
Yes.
And you can definitely tell they didn't really think it's just amazing that the show took on for all the years it did.
Yes, yes it is.
And to me, I'm glad. Even though The Unearthly Child is possibly not my favorite story, I give it a 7. It may not be
a little bit higher, because you have to understand this is the beginnings of Doctor Who, so I at least automatically give it a 5.
And then I just give it a 7, mostly because there's some stuff I still don't like about it enough to merit it.
Yeah.
You know, because it takes me a long time to watch it. you know, I mean, not as bad as the Twin Dilemma, which I haven't finished for the 8th time.
We'll be doing a review on it sometime in the future.
June.
June.
Yeah. I bet you the collector will ditch us again.
Oh, yeah.
Lie and tell them we're reviewing a good story.
Comment in the...
And you know what? We want to
comments.
hear your story. We're going to actually show you what's back here in the DVD collection.
In a separate video.
Whenever we film it. Probably after our convention.
Yes.
Gallifrey 1, which you're not going to. So that's a shame.
Oh, yes.
We're going to show you all my DVDs, and you're going to tell us which ones you want us to review.
Yes.
I guess we can talk. So what's your final thoughts on the story?
Fantastic.
I think it's great. You know, I like seeing the Doctor, how he's starting to mature. He's still not open to the idea of having companions. But I think that's a good thing. I really do.
And what I really liked about this first story is that what it did was it left the show open to develop. It didn't show his origins.
Yeah.
It didn't show any of that.
Yeah.
They're kind of just like, okay,
like
here's the show.
Like the Time Lords are just kind of this like little mystery.
Yeah.
And you know, we see more of them in the War Games.
Oh, such a great.
Which you see them right there, and those are, you know, we start seeing the foundations of it. And, you know, overall, Unearthly Child, a good story.
Yes.
Some flaws, but not many. Which is a good thing. Overall, let's talk a little bit about something that happened the other day.
Oh, yeah.
No Doctor Who this year.
Oh.
Except the Christmas special.
Yeah. But Moffat is leaving. Woohoo! But we do have that weird show, The Class.
The Class spin-off, which we might or might not do videos on.
Here's classic review.
Yeah, it's been fun. Tell us what you think of this story.
And let us know what stories you would like us to review.
Because we're open to suggestions.
We have access to almost...
And FYI, we'll watch even the bad ones.
Yes.
What's Second Doctor? Second Doctor is next month, and you will not know what it is till we post that video on February 29th, so... Yay.
Oh, yeah.
So, we will see you next time, which will be a Doom Coalition review.
Yes.
And War Doctor audio, only the Monsters review.
Yes.
So that's going to be fun. We'll see you in the next one.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Have a fantastic
Fantastic day.